Hello, my name is Michael Garrick, and this is the PoppinCulture movie reviews. My guest is comedian J.D. Colwell. Thank you so much for coming on the movie review.
Thanks for having me, Michael Garrick. I appreciate you. This has been fun so far, talking to PoppinCulture. This is a good time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. The movie that we'll be reviewing is Avatar. Before we get into the movie, this will be 100% spoilers. But before we get into the movie, JD, do you think they should watch it?
I think they should watch it. We're talking about Avatar with the blue people, not the Avatar with the cartoon people, right? Is that the? I mean, because we almost got confused.
Yeah, almost. That was gonna be a weird day.
Yeah, because I'm watching the one with the blue people. You're watching the animated one.
Yeah.
What's the? I don't know.
Anyway. Avatar, the Last Airbender.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
What is it like? Dragon Ball Z? Is it Z-esque? Dragon Ball Z-esque?
Yes.
Okay.
But they made like a real life version of the movie, and it was
really?
just as bad as the Dragon Ball Z movie. Like that's why I was kind of like, oh, if he chose it, that's what he wants us to watch. Because I was super nervous because I was like, I've had people come on and be like, it'll be a horrible movie, but they'll be like, no, I love this movie, and you'd be like, I'm not gonna lie.
Right? Yeah, just tear it apart.
Yeah. Like,
so, have you seen the blue one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like everybody's seen the blue
that
one.
movie made $3 billion. It's hard to believe.
That movie is one of the coolest things that you can just stare at for like 2 hours. The visuals on it is insane. Yes. The directing on it, James Cameron was great at it. The cinematography, all those colors and flashing lights, they're just get high and then just watch the Avatar. And the story is great too. I love all of it.
Yes.
So.
All right, guys. Everything past this point is 100% spoilers. 100%. So, JD, you chose the movie. I'll let you kick it off, buddy.
So should we do like a synopsis or like what we like the best about it? Like
anything, man. Anything.
Just some kind of fodder to keep people listening. Yeah, got it, Michael. All right. No, so that's
the whole secret. Yeah, just let it go. Like that's really it.
The movie's great. Starting off, it's kind of there's the whole idea of it is changing into something that to fit into a culture. And I really appreciate this the symbolicness of it all and things like that. And the characters, as much as I love the movie, I don't remember the names of the characters or anything like that. But the guy with the army guy with the claw across his face is like he's one of my favorite like villains. He's just staunch, standard bad guy, and there wasn't any kind of like flip flop with him or anything like that. But the main character did a flip flop too. Well, and then he flipped back. Hey, that was it. Yeah.
James Cameron has so many classic movies.
Yes.
From Titanic to my favorite James Cameron movie, Terminator 2. When it comes to the catalog, I truly think this one stands out so much because it was just something that we have never seen before.
Exactly. And still haven't seen yet since.
Exactly. This movie is like I said, besides being, well, now it's number 2 the most because of in-game outsold it.
Right.
When it first came out, which was, I want to say 2009 or 2011, it was somewhere in mid.
Right in there.
Right between there. What do you think made it sell so well?
I think the fact that it was done in 3D, and like that's when like 3D movie theaters were coming out and popping, and like they're just extra I think that's what helped make it sell so well. And also it was kind of like this generation's Star Wars in terms of like haven't seen anything different for a while, haven't seen anything new, any kind of new worlds or things, and so in that sense it was this fanciful. Awesome escape of bad movies. I don't know. It's the only movie I remember from back then. And it's just such a memorable thing that the newness of it. I mean, the worlds that there was floating waterfalls. Yeah. Like, how does that? You know what I mean? Like,
you're right. I didn't even think about Star Wars. I thought more of it like being a retelling of Pocahontas. But
you know what it is? It's a live action Fern Gully. Did you ever see that back in the day? All right. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you.
No, what is it?
So you were saying it was a Pocahontas type thing?
Yeah, because it was just like when I remember Pocahontas, it kind of like the same notes, but just, different movie, of course.
Sure. Same idea. Yep. I see what you're saying. Fern Gully, I think I haven't seen Fern Gully. That's one of the Disneys I haven't watched in a minute. But it was basically an animated Avatar. Like, not the Airbender, but like early 90s film that was basically there was like a little ferry that floated around, and it was kind of they were taking over the gully where all the ferns were, and it was called Fern Gully, and it's the same idea as like the big earth tree and Avatar, whatever it's called. So the as far as like comparing it to another movie, the notes of it, I like the idea that it was kind of Pocahontas, but if you should go back and watch Fern Gully. I think it's best to, if you want to compare it to something.
Nice. Everybody, I remember, because I graduated in 2010, I remember a lot of people telling me 3D was just another gimmick. But when it came to this movie, I felt like they put enough time and effort in where it didn't feel like a gimmick. It felt like this was supposed to be there.
Exactly, like James Cameron did. Like, it didn't seem like there's a lot of movies coming that when it's 3D, like you'll see like balls bouncing at the screen or something like that, because that's like, whoa, that's the 3D effect, but James Cameron did that so well. There was nothing that like came at the screen to like pop out like that. And I just think, as far as new technologies and new things to apply to arts, like especially new media arts, like movies and things, James Cameron's one of the best at it. I think I read somewhere that this was filmed in like way advanced cameras for the times, which is why I think it's held up so well over the decade it's been out. And I don't. He took the idea of gimmicky 3D and made it awesome. I just think that's what he does.
It was never a Halloween 3 moment.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. That's that coming at you type feeling. And there was I never felt like there was anything coming at the screen at all. There's cool like lights that like come down in front of the screen, but nothing coming at the screen.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the soundtrack?
I was indifferent to it. In my brain, nothing is ever going to beat the soundtrack to Jurassic Park. So Jurassic Park is always going to be my favorite film soundtrack. And but Avatar, nothing stood out. All the music hit real well, and like it wasn't. I think it more on the visuals is where I'm hooked at just for that movie, and the story and the characters are good. Like it's just a well put together. You kind of know what's going to happen, but you watch the whole thing anyway. Like it's just one of those stories. And anyway,
this movie is like over 3 hours long.
It's close to it. I think it's definitely over 2. I don't think it's 3. It might be close to it.
Okay, I thought it was over 3. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Was there ever a moment where you felt like they could have cut something out?
No. I wish they would have done more of the flying scenes, personally, but that's just me being a nerd. I don't think, I think everything added to it, just added to the story, added to the whole, James Cameron experience. There wasn't, I wouldn't take anything out of that at all. I would, I've heard rumors, I hope they're true, that there's a second Avatar coming out.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 4.
4 total? Mm-hmm. Oh, you see? That's what I'm saying. It's like a Star Wars thing. And I just heard those rumors like a year ago, and then like the next week COVID hit. So I don't know where it's at with the whole COVID being rolling out and things.
I just hope they don't milk it like Star Wars,
Why not?
Have you seen some of the Star Wars movies?
I mean, I've seen a few of the Star Wars movies, but, at the same time, it's still cool, like, movies. Like, they're not disappointing. I don't know. Compared to the very first Star Wars, I could see how they're kind of disappointing. But at the same time, it's still fun.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, of course, business-wise, you got to sell toys. Right. You got to, but you can totally tell, like, if they lose passion for it, if that makes sense. And
sure. Is James Cameron doing the other ones, do you know?
I was just told the second one.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, cool.
So the third and fourth one, I guess that would be studio or hopefully somebody else that feels passionate about it.
I hope he does all of them personally. That's I just got giddy. I didn't realize how many are coming out. That's such a, like I said, it was a Star Wars experience for our generation, just a new world and something that's not, just sci-fi-esque type thing. And
yeah, it's not forced either.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, so.
Was there anyone that you thought shouldn't have been in the movie, or did you feel like everybody was there? Everybody played their part. Like there was nobody that was extra meat, I guess.
Yeah, I think the nerdy guy that's on there, he plays the robot guy in Grandma's Boy. I wish he would have been more of a foil to the main character rather than the lady, and I think that would be my only critique, because right now he was sort of unnecessary. I think if there was a character that was unnecessary, he wasn't really adding too much. But I enjoy him as a character. Yeah. I wish I would have seen more of him. So I think I wish there was more of the nerdy foil to the main character that wasn't the woman.
Pacing wise, how'd you like the movie? Like when it was paced, how it was paced?
Good, yeah. Every 5 minutes or so, there's like there's stories advancing, and you're like, what's going on with this part? And it's a good. There wasn't any lulls. I didn't feel, and if there was a lull, it was being like super amazing, cool to look at with James Cameron graphics and music and stuff. So, I think the pacing was fantastic. I think it's definitely one of his best movies he's ever done, and I'm hoping the next one tops it.
Nice.
Do it up, James. Do it up.
If you see it.
Yeah.
When you think of this movie, do you think this movie needs a sequel? Of course, they're going to make money, but do you feel like if this was stand alone, this movie is strong enough by itself?
Oh yeah, I mean it's timeless either way. And I think nothing needs a sequel, but everybody wants a sequel. I think is a good way to go about it. It might not need a fourth one, but I'm so excited about it. I'm excited that there's a third one, so we'll see from there. But yeah, I think any kind of legendary movie like that's introducing new worlds and sci-fi ideas and things should have an idea to make another idea of it, is what I'm trying to say.
Nice.
Sequels, you don't want to see Bad Boys 2 and Bad Boys 3. We didn't need those sequels. You could have just made different movies, same idea.
Especially not Bad Boys 3.
Right.
We didn't need to see a bunch of 40-year-olds running.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. But on a sci-fi thing, you're excited to see the different worlds or whatever. It's just it's new, so the more the better. That's how I feel.
Nice. The big bad, the villain himself, do you feel like he was too cartoonish at times, or did you like the cartoonish?
I think the cartooniness of him played into the whole movie like very well, and because the whole movie in itself is a cartoon. You know what I mean? So like I think some of the characters should be cartoony.
Exactly.
Same idea as like Marvel's Avengers or whatever. Like some of those characters are supposed to be cheesy as all get out, because that's what it is. It's a cheesy action movie or whatever. And so I really appreciate when a movie can knows what it is and accepts it. And I think that character was one of those.
I enjoy it because it means less questions. If you make them more serious, you have to ask more questions. And it's like, no, this is already silly enough.
Sure.
Dialogue. How strong did you feel the dialogue was?
It's a PG-13 film, and I wish it was R. I want it to be harder. I want them to be angrier, and I wish they could have like kicked it up a notch towards the level like Sin City-esque type thing. But that's just me being, it's not good enough. But I thought
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. 1 through 10, what would you give this movie?
I'm on a 12 for Avatar. Like it is really one of my favorite top movies. I'm a big dork, big nerd. I was into Star Wars whenever it got re-released in the 90s, and so when this was our generation's type thing that came out, I'm in love with the movie. I like it a lot. I've watched it probably 5 times since COVID hit.
Nice.
And,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Nice.
So I'm just like, I'm just going to turn on Avatar, and that's where I'm at.
Nice. I would definitely, I'm up there with you. I'll give it a 10. This is a dumb question, but I ask all my guests. Do you believe that this movie becomes a part of pop culture?
I think it has already, and the fact that there's you've heard rumors as well that they're putting out up to 4 of them. I think it's a part of pop culture, and it should be. Damn it, it's a good movie, good story, good morals, good all that, all the goodness, and that's why, and it's entertaining, all that too. So unless you're not into good shit, then might not be for you. But
nice. Man, well, thank you, come on, for doing the movie review. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Buy some funnybus.net tickets. Come check us out on the Funny Bus in Charlotte, and then follow me along on whitejohn.net. And we're gonna keep on making the world laugh, baby.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna laugh at that time. No,
all right. That was good. You want to tell me your Instagram handle?
At JD-Colwell, Colwell. So follow me along on Instagram. And appreciate the time, Michael. Thanks so much, man.
No problem. Like you say, guys, if you're in North Carolina, South Carolina area, make sure you guys check him out. Very funny comedian. Thank you again, and you guys have an amazing day.
Thanks, Michael.